Hey there, Caleb Dennison for Digital Trends, and we just finished with Sony's press conference here at IFA 2016. Believe it or not, like the biggest announcements were all high-end audio related. How lucky am I? I love this stuff. Let's get going here. First of all, we have the WM1Z, and these are all part of the Signature Series audio products for Sony. This thing is a brick. It is extremely well built. You can tell just by holding it. It's got gorgeous buttons on the side. We're talking about a top flight digital music player. It'll play up to 11.2 megahertz, native DSD, as well as the highest res audio that you can get out there. It's got Kimber cable. If you're familiar with high-end cable manufacturer Kimber cable, it's actually used inside this particular unit. Another interesting thing about it is it's not just a player, it's also a recorder. It can record at that super high level. I can't even imagine what kind of audio recordings you could get with this, but I sure look forward to finding out. This is a really impressive piece. I'll talk about how all this sounds in just a moment. If we move over here, what we have is a top flight headphone amplifier. This is the TA-ZH1ES, part of the ES series. It's got a gorgeous chassis, also very heavy, very robust build. We've got a breakout of the internal components out on the floor. This reminds me of the Oppo HA1 headphone amplifier a lot, in that it has all the digital connections you need. There's a USB input back there, coaxial, optical digital input. It also acts as a high-end audio preamp too, if you want. So you could run this out to an amplifier and a set of speakers, and I imagine that whatever you feed into it is going to sound excellent. All right, and then we wrap things up here with the headphones. These are the Z1R or MDRZ1R. They are a full-size set of cans, and you can see the drivers in here. I thought they were maybe 40, 50 millimeter, 70 millimeter drivers. Absolutely huge. That should produce some extremely deep resonant bass. We've got XLR connections here with twisted Kimber cable. All right, very soft, luscious ear pads, angled drivers on the inside, a nice cushy headband. They're big, but and you do feel them when you're wearing them, but they're actually surprisingly lightweight. These are not gonna wear you down. Now, how about the sound quality? Well, it's pretty loud in here, but we were actually able to get a pretty good demonstration, and I'm very impressed with what I've heard. This very much stacks up with the Oppo HA1. As far as the player goes, this is as every bit as good of any high-end player I've seen so far. And in fact, you know, I would compare this to some of the best that Estelle and Kern has available right now. And I think that's some pretty high praise. You know, I came in here kind of wondering how they would execute, and I'd say what I'm hearing so far is really good. I'm looking forward to diving deep into a deeper review. Now, how about cost? This is the WM1Z, as I mentioned. This is the higher end version, okay? And this bad boy goes for a pretty steep $3,200 US. Yeah, that's a bit of a pricey deal, but you know, that's in line with some of the high-end audio players that we've tested from other manufacturers. The amplifier, we were quoted 2,000 euro. I think that's going to work out to be about $2,300 US, give or take. And actually, it's the same price for the headphones, 2,000 euro or about $2,300. Overall, I'm really surprised that Sony came out with, you know, this high-res audio as its lead up to its press conference. Really exciting for me, and I think that these are going to catch a lot of attention this year.